Now, Gold Coast Fund Management, subsidiary of the GN Group, says it is beefing up security in some of its branches to ensure the safety of its customers and staff. In the Kumasi offices, for instance, the firm had to shut down for 2 days in order to avoid attacks on its staff and law-abiding customers. Some aggrieved customers said they are losing patience with the way fund managers have handled them as they struggle to access their funds.
Give us the money. Let's so that not be going up and down. I'm 84. Nothing. They are not telling us anything. Look at the people standing here. When I'm sit back and they are deceiving us. That's what I think. They are not. They should be transparent and they should tell us something so that we'll not be going up and down like this. I'm a pensioner. I'm a retired teacher, and I've put my money here to invest. So what am I doing?
It's an opano and I'm gentleman. We buy say one manager or transfer.
Someone came here this morning. He says they will attend to us on Thursday. From the way things are going, I think they are deceiving us.
But now, no, as a it's like as a more flood. They
have been tossing us since last year. They asked that we come today, but the place is locked. Government should please come to our aid.
We need our money. We don't want us to be enrolled in any investment policy. He cannot tell us how we should invest our money. So all that we need is that Papa Kwasi Indio should refund our money to us.
I have a sum of 19,000 over there. Right now, my investment was due on September 18th. Till now, I haven't received. September last year, I haven't received any penny. So I want to ask.
Regulate the activities of Gold Coast Fund Management, and they have failed to do that. And also, they are looking at this man going ahead to change our investment, our short-term investment, into long-term investment, without them coming out to put him to order. What we are saying is, it is time the institutions should rise up and work as they are expected to do.
Well, the company says even though most of their customers have decided to extend the term of their investment in line with SEC's review of the sector, those who have decided to withdraw their investment are being paid on a schedule. But I have in the studio with me right now the Benjamin Affair, who's the general manager, investor relations at Gold Coast Securities. Ms. Affair, you're welcome. And just, you know, when you hear the customers speaking, there's one theme that runs through: deception. They keep feeling like they've been deceived by the bank. How do you respond to the concerns that they've raised in the video you just seen?
By the investment house, Gold Coast, you mean? Well, when I was here last week, I mentioned that the company is taking a number of steps to ensure we can pay everybody what is due them. But of course, because of what has happened, it will not take it would take a bit of time to be able to do that. However, it is also not accurate that we are not sharing information. But sometimes you have so many people there at a time shouting that it is difficult to get through the information. So if you take, for example, some of the branches, what they've done is to schedule the clients so that they can talk to everybody and explain what is happening and the steps they are taking.
Individually?
Yes. Yes, that is what we're trying to do. So why don't you give
them information if you have to do so on a large scale, like mass communication? Because it seems they keep feeling that they're not hearing anything. And look at the 84-year-old woman who is saying that, look, I think they're deceiving us. And everybody's thinking like that because of the context, you know, the situation we find us. We've seen what happened with Mexico. That's why they all feel that they've been deceived. So what's the information?
No, we have consistently shared information, but what we are doing now, the volume is such that putting on a text message will not be the best. So we have put together a write-up that every branch that you go to, if there's a bit of patience with the staff there, they would explain and take you through exactly what we are doing and the step you are taking to ensure that we can get these things resolved. As for the issue of deception, look, you have to put it in context, as you're saying. Kumasi has experienced a lot of difficulty when it comes to some of these financial institutions. But I see for us, because of what we believe in and because of the fact that we believe we haven't done anything wrong, we can assure people we will not go anywhere or run away with anybody's funds. We'll be there to work with them to make sure we can return everybody's funds to them. And that's currently the program that we are working with the regulator on. And I'm sure that once we get their approval, we'll be able to deliver what we have to. Again, even in the midst of this, we keep saying that we have been paying. If we hadn't paid at all, then of course there are issues. But we have been paying. Every time we raise money, we identify the customers that need to be paid, and it is done. Just that, as I was explaining, you don't have the funds coming through the same volume as you would expect ordinarily.
Okay.
So it means whatever you get, you need to ensure you can
you spread it across. So what we're told from your company is that you are paying them on some kind of schedule. Could you briefly explain it to us so that we can wrap the conversation up so that we can quickly question?
Definitely. So the first priority has been those with emergencies. Because obviously, you know, in the midst of all of this, there are people who have critical emergencies that we need to, you know, deal with and help. So like medical emergencies, like those who need to attend to school, and all of those things. That is how we are prioritizing them. Because as we said, we are not getting everything at a time.
So how do you know that people have this kind of emergency, or that what's the mechanism?
People have come around and showed us evidence of the emergencies that they found themselves in, whether it is school fees, whether it is rent that they need to pay, whether there are medical things that they need to pay. And we are using that to help so that, look, I know that we will take care of everybody. But in the interim, whatever we are getting, we are taking care of those with emergencies. So that at least as and when we get, we can continue the payment process as well.
Okay, I'm going to wrap up this conversation because we need to quickly cross over and go back to the Christian Castle, where the commission has reconvened and is continuing with the testimonies there. But Ms. Afre, it looks like this problem isn't going away, and you've indicated that it will take some time. Do you have an idea how long it will take to fix this problem?
Well, fixing it, I still think it will go beyond even 6 months. I honestly
More than
believe.
6 months.
I think that it will go beyond that.
So is this the communication you're putting out there for your customers to have an understanding that, hold on, in 6 months' time, we're sure we can get your money?
No, we are not, because we are not waiting for any 6 months. For example, if we raise money today, we'll identify and then pay as we have to. So it's an ongoing program. But I'm saying to turn this whole thing around, we are dealing with a lot of investments and a lot of people. It will take a bit of time to deal with that. I'm saying to bring some stability, some, you know, semblance of stability. I think that we should look at beyond 3 months to do that. So about 6 months thereabout. Okay. But I am sure that any monies that we're able to raise from now on will continue the payment process that we've been
The last time we heard that Dr. Pakwesi Ndum was out there looking for investment to come pay it off.
We have investment around. What we are doing is to look for, you know, you would have the investment, but the liquidity is the issue. So what we are looking for is people to bring us the liquidity so that we can make payment as well. So that is what we are doing.
Ben Afre is General Manager, Investor Relations, Gold Coast Securities, and he's saying that the company says they're not going anywhere, they're around, and they're working to pay back the money. So the Gold Coast Fund Management, you know, the investors, those who belong to the GN Group that's experiencing these challenges, the company says, hold on, sit tight. Hopefully in the next 6 months, things will stabilize. But whilst you wait, they're still working on solving the problem so you can get your money. They say they're here, they've not gone anywhere. Mr. Fred, thank you for coming to the studio.